Well, the first of the league tests in the present series was played Tuesday, a week ago, at Lang Park in Brisbane. The record shows that the Kiwis lost, but the test will be remembered as a magnificent encounter. What else could it be? When the lead changed 6 times, the scores were tied twice, and it served up a feast of 8 tries.
There will be several Kiwis today looking for improvement with home crowd support. The initial lineup is the same, though Ropati's inclusion in the reserves at the expense of Elia may signal the deliberate use of subs later in the game. Mark Graham is fit again, Kurt Sorensen should have a bigger game, and Owen Wright will be more familiar with his out-of-position role. Many will be looking for a more prominent performance from the centres Gary Prome and James Luluai, and the continued good standard at half-back and standoff of Friend and Filipina. The Kangaroos have already proved they're a formidable opposition and will start favourites today. The only change from the first test is Paul Vaughton returning to the second row after injury at the expense of Noel Cleal. As usual, Wally Lewis will be the vital link player at standoff. Service to his pacey three-quarters will be paramount. Rebo and Meninga's kicking form won't be helped in today's conditions. Greg Canescu will doubtless have another tight-hooking duel with Tamati, but the real penetration in this side is out wide, especially when Gary Jack runs up in the line. 5.7 years. So the New Zealanders more experienced, the same height, slightly lighter and slightly older than the Australians. On your right, Ricky Cowan. On your left, Joe Ropati. They are the 2 reserves for today's game. Graham Lowe already trying to establish communication with Glenn Gallagher. Married to a lady from Parterre. Mark Graham. The second test is underway, the vital one. Expect the tackling to be very, very torrid in the first 10 minutes. Howie Tamati. Through Friend, Kevin Tamati.
Yes, we'll see what their tactics will be, Tony. Will they get it back to Campbell and put it down, or are they going to try and run it out of trouble? Now it's back to Campbell, and he's putting it downfield. Straight into Jack's hands.
Gary Jack. Well tackled. They're going to have to contain the Australians to be able to do anything. Both teams have said during the week their tactics will be to run it wide. Whether the weather has made any difference to that and the ground condition remains to be seen. Mark Graham, the tackler. Mark Murray. Wally Lewis. They've got to tackle Wally Lewis today. He doesn't run very far these days, but he's a vital link man. Mark Murray with a chip through. Kemble. Kiwis still playing in their own half. Leighton Friend. Owen Wright.
Wright ducked under a couple of head-high tackles in. Vaughton over the top. Pearce underneath.
Friend. Kevin Tamati. Running up into a gap. But not quite through it was Hugh McGann. Kurt Sorensen. Also looking for a bigger game today. Tackled by Peter Wynn.
The referee, the French referee, ruled that Sorensen threw an elbow in the tackle. He's penalised New Zealand. Seemed a very harsh penalty. Such as minor misdemeanour, but this referee is right on the ball.
Well, some of it perhaps making up for what went loose in the first test, but he's going to be strict on it today, on the tackles. Australian coach Terry Fernley looking contemplative. Australia with their first real chance of attack now. 18 metres out, Murray. A little double round for Canescu. Kiwi tackling, holding well, the Tamati cousins. Looking to run it up, Wynn flicks it back. Murray to Lewis with a chip. Kemble safe under it.
A magnificent take by Gary Kemble. Yeah, Meninga closing in, he took that ball beautifully.
Prome. Ball went loose.
Bad mistake, first tackle. Australia ball.
Australia on attack again. Peter Wynn. Meninga. McGann again, the tackler. Horton. Oh, they're really hammering this line, the Australians. One imagines they're going to spin it wide shortly. Murray, Lewis, back to Murray. Gary Jack can't hold on to the ball going through.
I think Gary Jack wasn't expecting. I think thought he was going to be cut out and was going wider. The ball was flicked up to him and he didn't want it. He put it on the ground.
Really a vital link in the back line. There's Chris Close, the big centre. Alongside Mal Meninga. Clayton Friend with the scrum feed. Here he's have it. Friend trying to go himself, hopping back inside. Horton and Wayne Pearce, the tacklers. Filipina. Archie Bumper, as he used to be known. Kemble. Trying to get it into the Australians' half. Gary Jack is there. Jack's going to run it back. Prime and Howie Tamati, the tacklers.
Yes, but Gary Prime
going a little high.
Gary Prime went into high. And that's knocked him right out. He's out with it.
Well, we'll have a look at the replay.
Yes, have a look. Here we go.
Gary Prime coming through too quickly.
Yes, he steps Gary Prime, but he just catches him with a high hand. Howie Thompson thinks he's over the top, but Gary Jack does not look well. That was an unfortunate tackle.
Having a look at the replay from another angle. Gary Prime up there. Jack tried to step around him. Prime just sticking an arm out. Whether deliberate or not, it's illegal. And now the Australians right up on attack again. Well, that could be a costly mistake.
Yes. The touch judge, Mr. Wilson there, ruled that the ball went out. Dean Bell flicked it over the dead ball line, but obviously the ball had gone out in play. This is right on New Zealand's line. Do they have a planned move here, Australia?
Hustle.
But they still have the ball. 5 tackles to go.
They'll try and punch a gap. Oh, the Kiwi tackling, looking good.
Superb defence. On the first tackle, they put all sorts of pressure on Dowling, and he didn't want it at all.
The Kiwi down there. We'll look at who it is in just a moment.
I think it might be Hugh McGann. In the first couple of minutes, he took a nasty bang. He was very slow getting to the last scrum, and I think it may be Hugh McGann.
See if we can have a look at that again. Right up on the Kiwi line. The Kiwi defence superb.
Yeah, look here, the ball comes back to number 8. He's looking for Kevin Tamati, and he drops the ball.
May even have been Howie Tamati coming across the top that injured Hugh McGann. Very difficult to see exactly where the knock came.
Yeah, I think he got it early on, Tony. He was walking around very slowly before the last scrum.
Glenn Gallagher on the paddock, the Kiwi physiotherapist. Serves a dual role of delivering the odd message from the coach as well. Oh, Hooker gets the head, but the Kiwis have got possession back through Kurt Sorensen. Tamati. Howie Tamati running it up. A lucky let-off for the Kiwis. Ball loose. It's going to be a slippery ball today. Once again, Australia with a chance here. Mark Murray.
And they've got an overlap out wide here.
Gary Jack going inside himself.
A 2-to-1 overlap outside him.
I think Gary Jack may still be a little dazed. Steve Roach. Wynn, Pearce. Olsen Filipina stopped Pearce. Murray, Lewis, Jack. Oh, they're losing the ball again. They've regained it, but it went forward.
Yes, Gary Jack's come in the back line twice at pace, but he's dropped the ball, and he might not be well. He might not be as well as he could be.
While some handling errors can be excused today because of the slippery ball and the slippery surface, but referee Julian Rascanyeru is just talking to the two hookers. He actually sent both of them from the field in Brisbane. Very strict on the scrums. Two men who will be having an intense duel today, Clayton Friend and Mark Murray.
Scrum penalty right in front of the post. The Australians can't kick for goal, but they'll obviously try a planned move from here.
The crowd not very happy with the referee's decision, but he has been very strict on that. Wally Lewis for the line. And another platform for the Australians now. Let's see how good the Kiwi defence is at this stage. Dowling. Canescu waiting. Mark Murray. Lewis. Very quick play by Clayton Friend.
And if he had got that, there was no one but Gary Jack was out of position. He would have been miles away. There was no one in front of him.
The kind of flashy play that we didn't see from Clayton Friend in the first test. He had a very safe test.
And one against the head for New Zealand. Friends come up with the ball. And one for Howie Tamati.
Again. Friend. Kevin Tamati. Back to Kurt Sorensen. Sorensen flicks it out. Filipina. Bumps off one. Bumps off Morton.
Good running, Filipina.
Again. Misses out Sorensen. Owen Wright crunched by Steve Roach. Friend. Filipina. A little chip up. Who's up underneath it? John Ferguson. Well held, but this is more enterprising play from the Kiwis. Meninga. Canescu. Still in the Kiwis' half. Roach. Kiwi tackling, holding well so far. Pearce. Oh, Kevin Tamati freeing up the ball, but they've regained it.
That was a superb tackle by Kevin Tamati. It was a shoulder tackle, and he knocked some stuffing out of Pearce then, and the ball came out.
Scrum to go down midway, 22 and halfway line in the Kiwis' territory. They haven't spent a lot of time in the Australian half. 10 minutes gone, first half.
Yes, New Zealand must feel pretty pleased with their first 10 minutes effort. They've done all the defending, yet Australia really haven't looked like scoring. When they have got into position to score, they've dropped the ball, they've made basic mistakes. So New Zealand must feel reasonably pleased with their first 10 minutes effort.
The spark seems to be there. Clayton Friend, Olsen, Filipina, and that really is where the initial breaks are going to come, along with Kurt Sorensen.
Yes, they're doing it different from Brisbane. They're playing it wider.
Clayton Friend. Oh, nice little dummy, eventually caught. Obviously in more confident form today, Clayton Friend. Luluai, outside to Prome. Dean Bell, in fact, on the wing. Luluai.
Yes, it's good to see Luluai doing a little bit more work. He was the invisible man at Brisbane last week, but we know how good he is, and he's got to involve himself in play.
Mark Graham.
So that'll be the first time Mark Graham's touched the ball in the 10 minutes, so he's waiting to excel later in the game. Kevin
Tamati. Still getting the pass back, and Gary Kemble running through at good speed, caught by Pearce. McGann. Hugh McGann looking for the line, and he's found it.
Superb kick, he bounced it right on them, just inside the line, and New Zealand coming to attacking position the first time in the game.
So the first real scoring chance for the Kiwis. Getting out of their own half with the kicks. Hugh McGann getting urged on by the crowd now. Terry Fernley looking just a little bit perplexed.
This is one New Zealand won against the head. Now Australia come out with the ball.
Murray caught very quickly. Clayton Friend and Hugh McGann. Rebo. That's not a bad Cook kick that might just put them back where they were. Campbell will run it up. Dean Bell showing some of the pace and skill of the first test, Dean Bell, but it's all gone astray for them. Filipina going back and lost the ball again. Dane O'Hara has it. O'Hara crunched by Mal Meninga.
That was superb play by Dean Bell, though. That was magnificent running.
Luluai still standing fairly flat, Luluai. They're getting up on him very quickly. Mark Graham. Tamati. Friend. Luluai. McGann drops it. And they've lost possession.
Yes, McGann was looking at the man coming through, the Australian player coming through.
Meninga. Ryan and O'Hara the tacklers. Ferguson. Roach. Roach not moving onto the ball as quickly as he was in the first test. Murray. Lewis. Jack. Close. Chris Close. Almost away, Chris Close. Very, very strong on the burst. Horton. Trying to go himself. Mark Graham covers him. The Australians once again with the pressure. Lewis, Murray. Back to no one. Lewis tidies up. Jack. He's going to have a go. Gary Jack, he slipped one. Caught by Kevin Tamati. Still looking like they can do it, Australia. They charge down that kick from Mark Murray.
And Mark Murray's flat on the... He's out to it. He's flat on his back.
Hugh McGann almost catching Ferguson. Eventually Kurt Sorensen brings him to ground.
Great play by Hugh McGann.
Rebo. Mark Graham tackles him. Well, the crowd are getting their money's worth today. Win to Roach. Starting to look more likely now, Australia.
New Zealand a little bit outnumbered out.
This is Win. Can't get the pass up. But Australia right up inside the 22 now. Horton waiting. Rebo. Walt Lewis. Murray. Murray looking for support. Eventually puts the pass to Graham. A turnover, so the Kiwis with a chance to run out of trouble now. Luluai. James Luluai looking more likely now. Tamati. The Australian defence is pretty good too. Friend to Filipina. Filipina trying to break that line, still trying to get the pass away, but wrapped up that time, 3-on-1. Friend. Sorensen. Kurt Sorensen making a little bit of a break. Back inside, Luluai. This is more like the Kiwis. Dean Bell. Can he get the pass out? Opts to hold. Up towards the halfway line now. Clayton Friend. Howie Tamati goes back for it.
Knock-on rules the referee, but that was much better play from New Zealand. Kurt Sorensen's having a much improved game from the last test in Brisbane. Superb run through there.
Well, the encouraging thing, Michael, is that the Kiwis look likely. They really look enterprising today. They're doing something in the centres.
Yes, whenever they've had the ball, whenever it's come out to Luluai, he's at least tried. He hasn't run sideways, he's run hard. He's used his feet and he's been through twice now. But here we have a penalty to Australia. They're right back on attack now.
So all the work comes to naught. And the Australians to be contained once again inside the 22. Dowling loses the ball.
What a bad mistake. That's the second time Dowling's done that. That's unbelievable for a man of his calibre.
Well, what a game of lost opportunities. Only 15 minutes gone in the first half.
15 minutes and the penalty count so far is 4 to Australia, none to New Zealand.
Filipina losing the ball.
And we have a penalty for an offside play by, I think it was Filipano. So this is an easy opportunity for Mel Meninga to put 2 points on the board for Australia. But that was a little bit unfortunate.
A very unpopular decision with the crowd, understandably.
Well, Filipano actually tried to get out of the way of that ball. He didn't try and pick it up. He knew he was offside. So that was a very strict ruling by the French referee.
Yes, he had the normal hands-up indication that he was offside and knew it.
Yes, the ball just followed him. It was very unfortunate.
So Australia have 5 penalties to New Zealand's 0. 17 minutes gone first half, and a chance now for Mel Meninga. A simple kick, 2 points off Australia. Terry Fearnley obviously still not entirely happy with what's happening out there. Too many mistakes.
Yes, well, they've had all the ball, Tony. They've had 5 penalties to none, and really that's the only time they've looked like scoring was that simple penalty, which was off a New Zealand mistake.
Let's see if the Kiwis still have the spirit that they had in Brisbane to come straight back. Deep kick by Filipina. Horton's back there. Campbell's under it. And back to the halfway line.
Oh, he's lost the ball. First tackle, he's dropped the ball.
Peter Wynn looking around, nowhere to go really.
Yes, all the New Zealand players are back waiting for Campbell to kick it, and they're regrouping now, but that was a lucky escape.
Horton trying to get a pass to Wally Lewis. Knocked down, and Hugh McGann there very quickly for the tackle. Horton not able to get the pass out that time. Canescu waiting. Roach.
They've got number 10, Roach, has been well marked today, hasn't he, Tony? They've had 1 below, 1 up. And he's made no ground at all.
Dowling. Greg Dowling not getting the same penetration today either. Murray. Lewis. Pearce in there, the pass went astray, looking at the player again.
And it's New Zealand's ball. Kurt Torrance is up with the ball, but Lewis has obviously done something in the tackle. It's a penalty to New Zealand, must be.
Crowd appreciating that 1 penalty at least has gone New Zealand's way.
But Australia making many mistakes with their ball handling. It's quite unbelievable that a team of this calibre is making these mistakes. Now that's a good kick from Campbell. It found touch, and it gives New Zealand a chance to do something planned from this penalty.
12 metres inside the Australian half, with a platform to launch something on. Kevin Tamati trying to go through and put the pass up. Mark Graham alongside him. Owen Wright puts the pass back to Hugh McGann. Nicely to Howie Tamati. Tamati caught by Jack.
Yes.
Friend waiting. Filipina. Graham. Prome tried to loop the pass over, but Dane O'Hara couldn't get it. Australia possession, just a couple of metres short of their try line. Meninga tackle.
He's well tackled by Prome then. That was a confidence-building tackle for Gary Prome.
Ferguson. Dowling.
That's the 3rd tackle Gary Prome's made in a row. He's really into it today.
Lewis. The kick through. Campbell coming across. Letting it bounce. But he's got the ball, running it up. Has O'Hara with him. Tough tackling. O'Hara. Tamati waiting. Kevin Tamati. Wren puts the pass back. This is coming out quicker. Gary Prome, he's got a gap there. O'Hara back to Prome. Mark Graham it was. Prome in there. James Lillaway to finish it. And first try to the Kiwis. Oh, super play. And James Lillaway will have some confidence now. Graham Lowe looking most unimpressed. but in fact it was Mark Graham that made the yardage for them and made it work for them.
Yes, here we have it here. Look how the ball comes out. Jim again throws it out, Lulaway. And Mark Graham makes the gap. He shows great speed. He throws it over the top. Donahara comes down. A wide pass over. Mark Graham has it. Gary Prone backs up. And James at finisher Lulaway. He's there again and dots down near the post. A magnificent try to New Zealand.
7 tries in his last 6 matches, James Lulaway.
Yes, here we have it again. It really starts here. Clayton Friend, he was taken, but he got rid of the ball. But watch Mark Graham here.
Have another look at that replay in just a moment. Meanwhile, a pressure kick for Olsen Filipino.
It's over.
Let's just have another look at how that try was set up. Mark Graham featuring twice in the move.
Yes, and so was Gary Prome. See, Donahara comes here. He slips a nice one over the top. Gary Prome comes inside. He gets on the outside of Mark Graham, and he's taken, and Jamie Lulaway's there. He takes it on his fingertips, and he darts away. No one in sight, and a fine try to James Lulaway.
Six points to 2. 22 minutes gone. New Zealand leading Australia. Almost 25 minutes gone in the game. Murray. Jack standing right up.
Tackled by his own opposite man. Gary Prome is right up. Gary Campbell right up in the back line.
It's close, can't hold it. The Kiwis in possession. A turnover again.
Another fumble from the Australian backs. That's most uncharacteristic.
Kevin Tomedy. Olsen Filipino busting his way through.
And Kurt Sorensen right behind him.
Mark Graham. Graham again, putting the pass up. Hugh McGann. Has he got the support? Back inside to Prome. Oh, beautiful play from the Kiwis. Almost losing possession.
Yes, they have lost possession. But oh, that was classy play again by Mark Graham. The speed of the man and the way he flicked the pass up, and Hugh McGann there.
Starting to click for the Kiwis now. They'll have some confidence from that first try. Mark Murray, well tackled, Clayton Friend. Trying to bustle him. Tackle count back to 0. Dowling. Roach. Good tackle, Kevin Tomedy.
Oh, magnificent tackle by Tomedy on Roach.
Lewis. Well, they've given Wally Lewis no room today.
He's had no room at all, and he looks very ordinary today, doesn't he? He's not looking the polished player he normally is.
Morton to Campbell.
Magnificent take by Gary Campbell.
Well crunched. O'Hara. Howie Tomedy back to dummy half. Kurt Sorensen. Still gets the pass out. Mark Graham can't hold it. Hugh McGann picks it up. Nice pass. Mark Graham. Floating it over the top. Oh, just unfortunate. Howie Tomedy couldn't hold it. Mark Graham trying to float it over the top, back inside. Well, the Kiwis have got Australia rattled at the moment. 6 points to 2.
Yes, we have another penalty to Australia. New Zealand ruled inside the 5 metres, so a defensive penalty to Australia. But the New Zealand loose forwards are running amok. They're getting 2 and 3 people on them. They're popping the ball up. They're running, passing, and breaking through virtually every time they get the ball.
Wally Lewis, the man who is being well contained today, the key man in this Australian side. He sets up virtually everything. Murray. Pearce. Not being allowed to get the passes away so much today. Good wrap-up tackles from the Kiwis. Roach. Close. Pearce. Lewis. Horton. Horton putting the pass back inside to Malmaninga. He's got Gary Jack there. He'll have to score. Dean Bell coming across, pulls him down just a metre short of the line.
Superb cover tackle. Dean Bell from the opposite wing.
Oh, another try-saving tackle from Dean Bell.
Well, that was... We have a penalty to Australia, but I think in the Kiwis' mind, it was worth giving away 2 points and 6. They were in disarray, and Dean Bell, he kept the Australian, Gary Jack, on the ground. He's been penalised, but I think that's okay from a New Zealand point of view.
What you might call a professional foul.
Here we have it here.
Horton setting things up beautifully.
Yes, he slipped the pass here. Malmaninga come through. He took Gary Campbell out, but watch out for number 2. He's coming across from the right hand of the screen. It looks like Jack's through, but look at this. Magnificent, just by the shirt tail, by the collar, but a magnificent tackle.
Penalties favouring Australia, 7-1. Malmaninga. The man who has strong New Zealand connections. His wife is from Patea. And that's there. 6 points to 4. 11 minutes remain in the first half. New Zealand leading Australia 6 points to 4, 1 try to 0. Graham Lowe still looking a little pensive. He must have taken heart from the last 5 or 6 minutes of the Kiwis' play. Filipina restarts. Straight to Morton. Campbell under it. Nicely taken again. You run it back. Kinescu the tackler gets the pass out. Dane O'Hara trying to show a burst of speed, but caught by Murray. Back inside to Hugh McGann.
This is good play, New Zealand. They're keeping that ball alive. They're making the Australians chase them around. The gaps are opening up.
Filipina. Owen Wright. Sorensen can't hold it. Australia possession. They could be dangerous from here. Dowling. Oh, Kinescu in there, but without the support. Australia with a real chance here. Win. Murray can't hold on to it, but it didn't go forward. Gary Jack. Meninga to Pearce.
Good defence, New Zealand. This is great defence right on their goal line.
Meninga, Rebo. Rebo having to go himself. The defence is good still.
I think the bomb must be on very soon. They're not getting through this way.
Murray to Roach. Almost losing it forward.
Yes, Wally Lewis has positioned himself now to put it up.
Lewis with the bomb.
It's a nice kick too.
Gary Campbell, what a superb take.
Magnificent take by Gary Campbell.
Dean Bell. Friend to Owen Wright. Friend. Kevin Tamati.
Yes, New Zealand can't play it down here. They've got to put it down in Australia's territory. Here we go. Here's back to Campbell. To Hugh McGann. To get a little bit more width. He's kicked it away from Jack.
Jack having to follow it. Ferguson coming back. Dane O'Hara very quickly up to the task. Meninga. Pearce. Pearce has been the most effective of the Australian forwards so far. Murray. Wynn. On a loose ball.
Yes, it went New Zealand's way, but they dropped it, so it's back to Australia. 6 more tackles.
Roach. Clayton Friend steals the ball. Possession to the Kiwis. Friend. Filipino. McGann outside him. Goes back to Kemble. To Prome. Underneath. But not quite good enough for O'Hara to pick up.
Yes, a bad throw from Gary Prome there, a bad pass, but the idea was right. New Zealand must keep this ball alive. That's when they look dangerous. That's when the gaps are opening up. So the idea is right. If they carry this on, they're looking pretty good at the moment.
Australia appear to have dominated territorially, but the Kiwis certainly have looked more likely in what they're doing with their 6 tackles.
Yes, Australia have had far more of the ball, but they've made lots of handling mistakes, which is not like an Australian team at all.
Ferguson.
Ferguson's been well covered today. We know how dynamic this little fella can be, but he's been well covered today.
Pearce. Caught by McGann. Wynn. Lewis trying to set something up. Borton. Trying to get the ball back to Lewis.
He was nearly there. I think Lewis put his hands up as if he'd been taken out of play, but...
Roach with a pass up to Dowling. Must have gone forward.
And Wally Lewis must have been offside.
Kiwis feed to the scrum.
Well, he took the first infringement first to knock on, so it's New Zealand's ball to the scrum.
This is one they really need. Julian Rascanyalu trying to turn them around a bit. Filipina. Oh, breaks that first line, Filipina. Has he got the support? Gets the pass to Kemble, but he can't hold it. It's gone forward. Meninga picks it up. Eventually caught by McGann and Dean Bell.
But that was a marvellous break by Olsen Filipino.
Ferguson.
Australia are looking a little disarray. Their backs and forwards are just walking all over the place.
Lewis.
So Lewis has got on there and try and settle it down.
Bounces up for Kemble. Is he going to try and lick up with O'Hara? No. Bell. Tamati to O'Hara. Has he got the pace? Friend. Hugh McGann. Luluai. James Luluai almost getting away, but caught. Kurt Sorensen there in support. Better passing. Kevin Tamati gets it back to Howie. Olsen Filipina. Filipina again. He's got the pass up nicely to Howie Tamati. Howie Tamati's in a hole. Just can't beat Gary Jack and Paul Morton at the same time.
Yes, he had no support with him, but New Zealand can go through now.
Graham. Oh, lovely pass to Kevin Tamati. Gary Prome is there, and Gary Prome will finish it for the Kiwis.
It's a forward pass. It's not a try. The referee's ruled a forward pass. How unfortunate. He's actually ruled that Prome took the ball in an offside position and therefore a penalty. How unlucky New Zealand were there. Let's have a look at it again. Look how Mark Graham, he's tackled by 3 or 4 players, and he pops it out there to Kevin Tamati. He shows surprising speed here. That's where it goes. That's where Prome is ruled in front of Tamati. It's a penalty to Australia. How unlucky.
Well, if there was any doubt in anyone's mind that the Kiwis were capable, I think it will have been dispelled now. Roach.
The Kiwis are actually looking by far the better side when they have that ball.
Pearce. Lewis.
Lewis is going nowhere.
Good tackle, Clayton Friend. 3 minutes left in the first half, and the Kiwis still leading 6-4. Lewis, the kick through, and that might just find the line. It has.
But it's very surprising Australia not using their outside backs at all. That's one of their strengths. They're kicking that ball on the second, third, fourth tackle and not throwing the ball out at all.
So the scrum just 10 metres inside Kiwis territory. Got to bother with the front rows getting down evenly. Referee bringing them back to the mark. They have the ball. Olsen Filipina looking for the quick pass. Steps out of 2 tackles. Eventually caught by Pearce and Morton. And the crowd love it. Right to Prome. Prome caught by Close. Almost getting away. Owen Wright waiting. Running it himself. Almost worked. Kurt Sorensen. Mark Graham.
And Mark Graham's dropped the ball. It's back to Australian possession.
Murray. The Australians trying to run it out of their own half. Win. Murray, Lewis, Jack. Roach. Murray. Better passing from Australian. Vorton. Close. Making half a gap for Close. Not able to capitalise. Lewis. Little chip down the line. Dane O'Hara has it. Still in play. New Zealand possession. Right to Kevin Tamati. A long pass to Dean Bell. Dean Bell's going to run it back in.
Another strong run. That was a beautiful bump off by Dean Bell.
Oh, Howie Tamati losing it forward. Australian possession now. They'll have to regroup quickly. Win. Through Darling to Pearce. Gary Jack in there. Still going. Oh, good tackle.
Superb tackle by Hume again. He flattened Gordon and he took the ball out at the same time.
Sorensen. Oh, look at how Kurt Sorensen pushes his way through and still looks to get that pass up. Ball going to nowhere. Olsen Filipina's knocked it on.
And the Hooters gone for half-time. That's the end of the first half, and it's a 6-4 scoreline to New Zealand.
What a super first half. Australia dominating territorially for the first 20 or so minutes of the game. In the second quarter, the Kiwis came back at them. Of the two sides, the Kiwis have certainly looked the more enterprising when they have possession. The Australians making far too many mistakes, and doubtless Terry Fernley, the coach, will have something to say to them at the half-time break. Doubtless the Kiwis have taken some confidence from the back that they can penetrate, that they can put passes together, and perhaps only the finishing needs to be polished up just a little.
New Zealand just ahead, and we welcome Maurice Bamford, the coach of the Great Britain team. You've come a long way to watch this match, but obviously for a purpose. What's been your appraisal?
Well, I've seen both the test matches up to now, Philip. I saw the one at Lang Park in Brisbane. I've seen this one, half of this one today. And I've come to the conclusion that they're about the two best sides just at the moment in the world, Australia and New Zealand. And in fact, New Zealand, I thought, were very unfortunate at Lang Park to lose the game. Several things went against them, the loss of the captain, Mark Graham. But my word, Mark Graham, I think, is the best second row forward in the world. On this first house performance today, I think has been absolutely outstanding. Not only that, I think he's been well backed up by the pack in general and the team as a whole.
There've been just one or two lapses, handling lapses, that have obviously seen tries go astray, but they've really been shared, haven't they?
Yeah, Philip, this is an hard game. But if you and I were taking the knocks these Kiwis and Aussies were taking, we'd be dropping the ball. A little bit slippy, a little bit of rain pre-match, and it's forced to leave the ball a bit greasy, but it's been a super game and a little bit awe-inspiring when we think we've got to be prepared next October, November in England to take on the Kiwis.
What will you be taking back with you now to your boys at home, saying, well, what can they expect?
Hard work from now till the test matches. That's what we've got to do, and I'll be taking a few videos home with them and studying those. Seeing the matches live's helped me. I've had to reset my opinions on Kiwi football. I thought they were beatable, a little bit easier than they may be. Having seen them at Lang Park and seen them today, it's going to be very hard indeed, but very, very confident without being overconfident.
The most important thing is who's going to win this match. Are you prepared to make a prediction?
Certainly, I'll make the prediction I made before the game. I fancy the Kiwis to win this one to square the series. In fact, I've had a bet on it.
Maurice Bamford, thank you for joining us today. Let's go back to the match now with commentators Mike O'Donnell and Tony Palmer.
The Kiwis back on the field after their half-time break. 6-4 they lead Australia, and very, very nearly another try in their favour, other than the last pass being deemed forward by the referee. But I would imagine the Kiwis will have taken heart from the fact that they have penetration. They can beat this Australian side, and to date they have really beaten them in every phase of play.
Yes, so far for the first half of the game, Australia have had far more possession, but they really haven't utilised it well. Wally Lewis, their kingpin, their launch pad, he's been isolated by the New Zealand players, and there hasn't been the same cohesion about the Australian effort. Thornton and Wynne and the forwards have had pretty good games for Australia, but in their backs I haven't really been impressed with anyone. For New Zealand, Filipana and Hugh McGann are having big games. Big games. Filipana with his blockbusting runs, and Hugh McGann has made 17 tackles so far at half-time. Mark Graham is playing a different game than he did in Brisbane. He's out wide, he's not doing the donkey work up the middle, he's running out wide and slipping the passes, and that's where New Zealand look dangerous.
Hugh McGann, the leading tackle count with 17 at half-time, which equates to a 35 or so tackle count. That is phenomenal work. Thornton puts it down their throats. Kimball once again underneath it, running it up. Crunched by Close and Canescu. McGann, O'Hara. Kurt Sorensen waiting. Friend. Hugh McGann is down, injured. Oh, good running, Gary Prone. Ball went loose.
Yes, the ball went loose and went forward, but that was marvellous running. Gary Prome's showing us a ton of pace there.
Gary Prome, to some people, had a very disappointing first test. It perhaps can be better explained if you realise that he was injured within about 10 minutes of that test match.
Yes, then again, we had number 11 Mark Graham standing out wide and throwing a booming long pass to a back running onto it.
I still wonder if Graham Lowe intends to use his reserves as subs later in the game. Hugh McGann is up and okay again. And making tackles. Canescu.
Lucky bounce there for Australia. The ball bounced out from Ferguson, but straight to Canescu.
Owen Wright is hurt. Murray can't hold it.
Sloppy play, Australia. Very sloppy play. Yes, New Zealand obviously have some injury worries here. We've got Clayton Friend down. We've got 8. That looks like, no, it's not 8. Yes, there's 2 players down for the New Zealand side. The St. John's are attending one, and the New Zealand masseurs on at the other.
I thought it was Owen Wright. In fact,
it looks like Howie Tamati.
Howie Tamati. Yes, it is Howie Tamati. Seems to be okay, just a little shaken. Mark Graham checking if he is all right. Meanwhile, Clayton Friend is still on the ground.
Yes, Howie Tamati looks a little wobbly on his knees.
The reserves, remember, the back reserve, Joe Ropati, try scorer in 83. And the forward reserve, Ricky Cowan. Clayton Friend's up and okay. Kiwis ball. Julian Raskin-Yaru's still very tight on the scrums. Friend has it out. Filipina's in a gap. Gary Jack coming across to tackle him. Eventually caught by Meninga and Jack.
Yeah.
And the Kiwis up on attack now. Howie Tumity flicks it out. Owen Wright missing out. Missing out Kevin Tumity and out to Mark Graham.
A marvellous pick up by Mark Graham right at his bootlaces.
Kevin Tumity sticks it back the other way. 3 tackles still to play with. Friend waiting. Strung out wide. Owen Wright. Rome. Didn't really work for them.
A little sloppy there. They'd nothing really planned. No one going forward like this. Kevin Tumity. That's a good run.
Howie Tumity taken out after the ball had gone loose.
But that was far better running before. There's no one taking it up, but Kevin Tumity straightened it up. Gave some direction to the New Zealand cause.
Dowling. Roach. Putting the pass back, almost lost. Badescu picks it up, goes back again. Lewis. Tackled by Friend. Oh, they're not making much headway, Australia. Dowling. Murray. Meninga. Last tackle. Gary Jack running up to take the kick. Dean Bell will take that. Bell's going to run it up. 6-4, New Zealand lead Australia. Kevin Tumity. Losing the ball and regaining it. Wobbling a bit on him. Friend. Picked up by Owen Wright. And a hand a little too high going through there. Couldn't quite see who it was, but...
Yes, the referee obviously didn't see it either because he's just called the scrum.
Line umpire is on. Certainly the crowd saw it. Have a look at it again. Greg Canescu it was.
Yes, the New Zealand players are quite irate. Here we have it again. Let's have a look. The ball goes forward there from Fred. It's picked up by Wright. And he's hitting with his fingers in the eye, it looks like to me.
And the crowd chanting off, off, off for Greg Canescu. It didn't really look that deliberate. Just another case like Gary Promes earlier where being too far away, an arm is thrown up in frustration.
Yes, a reflex action, but it probably looked worse than what it was. But we have a penalty to New Zealand. Just inside their own half, so they must put it out. Put it out and have a planned move from a penalty.
Glenn Gallagher still giving attention to Owen Wright.
Yes, these New Zealand players are looking very, very tired at the moment. There's 3 or 4 of the forwards walking, their hands on their hips.
They've had an enormous task in defence very early in the first half. Now Owen Wright looks as though he may be coming off. He doesn't want to come off.
Fine kick from Gary Campbell. 5 metres outside the 22 now. What can New Zealand do?
Owen Wright still receiving attention. We'll have a look in a moment and see if Ricky Cowan is warming up. Mark Graham.
Australia awake to that move then. It was a double cross to Graham on the blind side.
Friend, Tamati. Owen Wright's rejoined the team, but still limping just a little. Friend. Double round for Owen Wright, James Luluai. Still alive. Friend flicks it out to Kevin Tumity. Tumity with a little chip through.
Yes, Kevin Tam didn't realise that it went back to first tackle. Then he thought it was a 6 and he chipped it through.
Ferguson. Gary Jack running up but not taking the pass. Meninga. Now Meninga.
Well tackled round the waist, round the legs by Dane O'Hara.
Murray. Dowling. Dowling puts the pass back and it's lost. And the Kiwis in possession again.
Yes, the Australian players are looking. They're looking when the ball's getting close to them.
Kurt Sorensen. The bustling run, getting the pass back, picked up by Mark Graham. Olsen Filipina. Once again, Mark Graham picking up the pass off his boot laces. Friend. McGann. Right. James Luluwai. Oh, Luluwai just half a step away from breaking through. Friend. Kurt Sorensen. Pass up to Luluwai. Dean Bell. Rebo and Wynn wrap up Dean Bell. Friend. Kevin Tamati. Through McGann to Mark Graham.
Last tackle on New Zealand. What have we got planned? What's on?
Kevin Tamati to Filipina. Chipped through. Obstructed. Mark Graham up there very quickly to take it, but I think Olsen Filipina was obstructed.
Yes, it seemed that way, but the referee didn't rule it.
Roach trying to get the pass up.
Roach he's been well contained today. He's only run straight and he's just been put over every time.
Murray, Meninga. Meninga drawing the man for Pearce. Australia not yet out of their half. Ferguson. Mark Graham tackles him. Kick through from Wynn. Oh, and just out right by the corner flag.
What a marvellous kick. That's within 5 metres of the corner flag. Australia right on attack now.
Scoring opportunity now for Australia. They badly need the ball. New Zealand speed, of course.
Yes, New Zealand Marcel is on again just during that break there. I think there'll be a replacement coming on any time now.
Clayton Friend has the ball, but backed up quickly.
Pressure hook to Howie Tamati. Good play.
Kevin Tamati. And the kick going back. Rebo's under it. Gary Jack is there. Rebo's going to run it back at them. Prome the tackler.
Well tackled by Gary Prome.
Pearce. Racked up. Olsen Filipina steals the ball. Well done.
Great play by New Zealand. Great play.
Friend. Luluwai. Friend. Horton catches him. Kurt Sorensen. Pounding tackle from Mal Meninga. McGann. Passing starting to get a little sloppy.
New Zealand just playing a little bit away from their pack at the moment. They're, as you say, they're getting a little sloppy.
Owen Wright with the kick. Rebo going back. Jack is with him. Mark Graham, the tackler.
Good tackle. Zealand being penalised, infringement of the play the ball. A little hard to understand that ruling because there wasn't an Australian player in position to take it. That brings a penalty count out to something like 10-2 against New Zealand.
Australia still in their own half. 10 minutes gone, second half, 6-4. The Kiwis lead them. Dowling. Roach. Canescu gets the pass back. Mark Murray. Borton. Mark Graham, the tackler again. Pearce. Roach. Roach upended by Kurt Sorensen. Lewis. Gets the pass back though. Canescu. Peter Wynn waiting. Dowling.
Last tackle on Australia.
I think we'll see the bomb here from Wally Lewis. No, Mark Murray.
And that's poorly placed, straight down Kemble's throat. He can attack out here to the left-hand side.
Kemble running it back on the 22-metre line now, the Kiwis.
Yep.
Luluai flicks it out. Through Prone to Dane O'Hara. Quick hands, Gary Prone.
Good play by the New Zealand backs, but unfortunately Dane O'Hara got pushed into touch then.
Australia feed to the scrum. And they've won it. Lewis. Close. Chris Close. He's the man they've got to stop.
And only just then he nearly got out and there's no one there.
Starting to run it now. Olsen Filipina once again bustles them. That is the 5th time in the game that Olsen Filipina has won possession through bustling tackles.
Oh, superb play from New Zealand backs. They're putting pressure on and they're getting that loose ball.
Hugh McGann flicks it on. Luluai still alive. Kevin Tamati. Can the Kiwis do now? All right. Back to Tamati, looking for support. Friend. Dean Bell. Friend.
He's through here, he's gone!
Clayton Friend. He's a hug. Very hard to stop. Gary Jack was making no mistake this time. The Kiwis certainly doing things with it. Olsen Filipina to McGann. Luluai. Dean Bell. Looking back inside, but McGann couldn't get up quick enough. Out of the tackle. Looking good, the Kiwis. Graham. Kevin Tamati through.
Last tackle. Yes, that was bad play by New Zealand then. There was no one at dummy half. Howie Kennedy have to run there, but it's a turnover now because of 6 tackles. Yes, there should have been someone there.
Bad luck for the Kiwis. Should have been a bomb. Lewis flicks it out to Meninga. Meninga up to Ferguson.
There's no room out there for Ferguson today. He's been well marked over there by Gary Prone.
Jack. Good tackle, Olsen Filipina again. Mark Graham tackles Canescu. Lewis with a little chip through, and that's a good kick.
Yes, it seems to be the only way that the Australians can really make ground, though, is with putting the kicks in behind the New Zealand backs and turning New Zealand around.
Glenn Gallagher on the field again, just dishing out a little cold water.
Yes, there's 15 minutes gone so far this half, and it's been very even, very even. It could go any way this game. No side's gained any dominance so far.
15 minutes gone, second half. New Zealand lead Australia 6-4. Inside their own half now by 15 metres. But with the speed to the scrum. Rip Murray trying to do a strong man act to get the front rows in line. Filipino. Kemble up in the line, Luluai. Kemble again. Oh, going behind Dean Bell. It went back, it's still live. Bell takes the tackle. Rome waiting.
It's well done by Prime. He took it and give the forwards a rest, try and organise something out wider.
Bren. Filipino. Filipino's done it again! Once again he's got James Luluai in support! Oh! Has he got the support behind him? Well, they were very nearly through.
No, the support was on his left and he came back to his right. And another blockbusting run from Olsen Filipino.
All right.
Oh, bad mistake by New Zealand. Right dropped the ball then. But he was waiting and no one was coming off him.
Australia in possession again. Win. Well, Olsen Filipino is really busting them wide open. Lewis.
Yes, it's opened up here. It's opened up here.
Close. Dean Bell can't stop close. Mark Graham's out there.
Great cover. Great cover from Mark Graham, but I think Dean Bell's gone down. It looks like his shoulder. He does not look well. He's on the ground.
Quick hands from Australia. Pearce putting it back into Mal Meninga. Meninga's free. Kemble takes him. The big floated pass out for Rebo.
And Mark Graham, another fine tackle right out on the wings. Remember, Dean Bell's not there. New Zealand are one player short. He's down on the ground. He doesn't look well.
Clayton Friend takes Murray.
Yes.
One man short, New Zealand now. Cadescu. Roach trying to bust it up the middle.
We're on last tackle Australia.
We'll see a bomb this time from Lewis, I think, picking it up off the ground.
But it's far too far. Bad bomb. Bad kick. Wally Lewis. Tap kick New Zealand on the 22.
And the stretcher is coming on for Dean Bell.
Yes, Dean Bell is badly hurt. He doesn't look well at all. I know he's moving a little now, but it looks like it may be his rib through his shoulder. It's in that region of the body, I think.
Well, Dean Bell was injured a little earlier on in the game. It would be a great loss for the Kiwis for him to go off.
Ah, yes, he's one of New Zealand's most dynamic backs. But the man who replaced him, Joe Ropati, there's only 25 minutes of the game to go, and yes, well, he could show them what he's made of.
Joe Ropati is on the field.
Yes.
This is the man you may remember running around, Eric Growth, to score the try for New Zealand. Dean Bell getting an enormous ovation as he goes off for his contribution, not only to this game, but to the first test. And Joe Ropati on for New Zealand.
Yes, Dean Bell's been the most dynamic back New Zealand's had in the last several years, and he's come on so much. Let's hope it's not a serious injury.
Well, they lose nothing in size, they may lose a little in pace. But Joe Ropati knows he's capable of scoring tries against Australia. What a sad day, though, for Dean Bell.
New Zealand just got to compose himself a little bit now, just sort it out, get the plan moving again.
Sorensen. Sorensen's breaking them, the support wasn't there.
No, Kurt Sorensen looked either side, there was no one there.
Friend. Graham. I think both sides starting to feel the pace of this game. Filipino. A little chip over the top again.
Marvellous chip. There's no one there.
Olsen Filipino bumps off another. Kevin Tamati is up there showing a turn of speed. Oh, lovely. Beautifully finished. Can he
it's a try. It's not a try. Oh, that was oh so close.
Well, it looked like Dane O'Hara would score the try with his momentum carrying him over. But once again, Olsen Filipino busting them wide open.
Yeah, it's left out on the replay. Look, here it goes here. Filipino sees a gap. He puts it over the top. It's right in front of a lucky bounce. Here he goes. He bumps off Jack. Kevin Tamati. Good work, New Zealand.
A metre short of the line now. Clayton Friend comes up with possession.
Yes, we had one against the head, and the referees pulled it back.
Just having a look at the rest of that move on the replay. As the sun goes down.
Here we got it here. Goes to Keith. Meninga gets in the way. Ferguson, he throws it high. New Zealand ball, 5 metres from the line.
They've won possession. The big long pass. Prome trying to go back inside. Puts the pass straight back to an offside Chris Close.
Oh, that was bad play by Gary Prome because he had 4 New Zealand players outside him marking 2 Australians. And we've got Noel Cleal on. Who's he replaced?
Cleal playing it himself. The blockbuster. Second rower on as the replacement.
His pants are down.
Really running themselves out of trouble. Mal Meninga.
Oh, that's bad play, New Zealand. They never stopped the ball.
John Rebo. Clayton Friend assisted by Owen Wright in the tackle. Australia really needing a burst of energy now. Murray. Ropati makes his first tackle of the game. Lewis. Pearce going right out wide, putting the chip along the sideline, doesn't find the touchline.
Yes, we've got Ferguson going very fast.
Kemble safe.
There's no one back there. Kevin Kennedy's running to get back. He's on his own.
Hugh McGann there to take the pass. Giving them time to get back. Kevin Tumley picked it up. Hugh McGann was out wide, giving them time to regroup. McGann. Well, it's a seesawing game of fortunes this one. Only 10 points in it.
Yeah, we have another New Zealand injury. 13, Hugh McGann, he's on the ground.
See if we can get another look at it. He turned his back as he crunched into them.
He's been down a couple of times so far today, has McGann. But the New Zealand players and the Australian players have all looked battle-weary. It's been a very fast, open game. Let's have a look what happens here. The ball comes out, McGann. He goes in with his side.
Well, there were 2 big fellows that crunched him.
A little hard to see, but just a hard tackle on him.
Friend, Filipina. Horton not letting him get away this time, along with Koneski. Tumley, Friend. Again trying the little chip through. It seems to have worked from them. Very quickly through on Pearce.
Yes, didn't work that time. Australia in attacking position now.
Lewis. Hasn't been given any room at all today, Lewis. Murray. McGann and Wright, the tacklers. Intercept by Hugh McGann, but he knocked it on.
He knocked it on, but he made sure he dived on that ball. That's good play, McGann.
Absolutely nothing in this match. It really is so tight. Doubtless it will be won in the 4th quarter. Gary Jack. Back inside, the pass looked forward. Mal Meninga.
And Clayton Friend pulls him down by the jersey.
Pearce. Dowling. Dowling plays it himself.
Yeah, but he drops the ball forward. Well ruled. He knocked the ball forward, and therefore it's a scrum and New Zealand feed.
Another vital scrum for Howie Tumley. 22 minutes gone in the game. Australia down by 6 points to 4. Both sides starting to show the pace of the game and really starting to look tired. Friend. Keeping possession. Joe Ropati. Again. Howie Tumley very quick to get to dummy half. Owen Wright with the kick.
And that's a good kick into no man's land.
Gary Jack having to go right back for it. And now he'll have to run it back up. Ropati. The tackler.
Oh, great tackle. Top tackle by Joe Ropati.
Well, Ropati has showed he's in the game.
This is where New Zealand's got to play the game. They've got to keep Australia pinned in their own half. They can't score from here. Well, they shouldn't score from here.
Oh, almost an intercept to Hugh McGann.
He was nearly there too. He was flying onto that ball.
Leal regains it for Australia. Very much defensive at the moment. Pearce. They really have been kept in their own half for all of the second half, Australia. Lewis. Good pass for Cleo. Cleo flicks it up again. Ferguson can't hold on to it. Finally gets it. O'Hara's there for him.
Yes, O'Hara touched in that movement, so it goes back to 1 Australia.
So the full tackle count again for Australia. A let off. Starting to put some passes together a little better now. Pearce.
What's happening? New Zealand aren't stopping that ball. The tackles aren't as hard as and demanding as they were early on. They're not stopping that ball. They must do it for the next 12 minutes. The game's theirs.
Horton. Leighton Trent has him. Still trying to get the pass away, but the referee had called held.
Yes, the referee called held. Now what will we do here? We're 45 metres out from the post. Is there anyone on the New Zealand side who can kick this far? I doubt it. No. Gary Campbell, what's he going to do? Yes, he's going to find touch and a planned move for the New Zealand side.
I think Ricky Cowan might be getting warmed up to come onto the field. Friend, Filipina. Horton tackles him. Mark Graham, Kurt Sorensen. Sorensen losing it back. Graham picks it up, effectively a pass. Howie Tamati. Luluai can't hold it. Australian possession. Ferguson. Ferguson bundled out.
And a great tackle there by Gary Prone. He put him out when it looked at dangerous situation for New Zealand, and Prone put him out with a wonderful tackle.
Here is the big Ricky Cowan, the Mount Albert prop, getting warmed up to come on as he did in the first test.
Yes, the first test he came on as someone was injured, but all the New Zealand players, they're still going okay.
I think if he replaces anyone, it will probably be McGann.
Yes, it's a difficult decision for Graham Lowe to make. Another hook to New Zealand.
Filipina. Wally Lewis starting to get to Filipina a little quicker now. Friend, double round. Prone. Prone goes back inside. Nicely done, Gary Prone. Looked a little way outside him, but had Meninga between them.
Oh, yeah, the New Zealand players could have got a lot closer then.
All right. Just 12 minutes remain in the game. New Zealand leading 6-4. Graham.
The gap's here, the gap's here.
Knocked down by Ferguson.
But back to one tackle New Zealand. That was very lucky for Australia.
Kevin Tamati starting to slow just a little. He's had an enormous workload in this match, as he did in the first test. Leighton Fred, McGann. Looking for Sorensen, but seeing the opposition coming up very, very quickly. Sorensen's lost it forward and Lewis has the ball.
Yes, that's a lost opportunity for New Zealand then.
Harry Jack. Neil.
That's the guy that got Mark Graham in Brisbane, remember? Number 15, Noel Cleal.
Pearce. Ferguson. Oh, the Kiwi defence is good. Graham Lowe wondering if they can hang on for the next 10 minutes. Lewis to Vorton, to Close. Good tackle on Close. Mel Meninga has knocked it on.
Yes, advantage to New Zealand. The referees let it go.
Leighton Friend trying to run away from Mel Meninga. Right. Ropati bumping them off, Joe Ropati.
Yes, Australia have their reserve, Steve Allett, warming up. He's going to be on the field very soon, it
Gary
looks like.
Campbell with a lovely,
magnificent
beautiful kick.
2 inches inside the touchline, and he bounces it out. Midway halfway, 22 Australia.
Well, Gary Campbell has answered his critics today.
And the Australian players are walking back slowly. Meninga's off, and Ella's on. And Meninga's had quite a poor game today by his standard. Here we go, Big Mel. Not a very good match, as he did in Brisbane the other night.
So Steve Ella on for Meninga in the centres.
Yes.
Murray.
Australia's ball.
Lewis. Rebo. Roach. New Zealand in possession again.
And McCann's in between the pass again, and he's got the ball.
Terry Fernley, understandably, looking a little worried. Friend. Luluai. Luluai has been so well contained today. Ropati. Ropati giving the forwards a little time to get back and set something up. They're all understandably very tired now. Howard Wright trying to flick the pass up for Kevin Tamati, who was tackled regardless. Clayton Friend. Filipina back into Hugh McGann. McGann puts the pass up to Filipina again. Oh, Filipina has been in dynamic form today.
And Filipina on his own again. There was no one with him. Oh, nice kick, Mark Graham.
Gary Jack under it and steps back over the dead ball line.
Drop out under the post. He took the ball back in play.
A very lazy-looking kick from Mark Graham. Campbell is under it again, running it back up on him. Ropati with him. Campbell having a little trouble with the footing.
He's well back in Australian half now. New Zealand is back into an attacking position. It's only 8 minutes of the game to go.
Ropati, Luluai. Luluai as ever, well contained. Filipina, Kurt Sorensen. Ropati. Flicks it out to McGann. McGann well held. Graham. Graham high-stepping in the tackle. Trying to get his hands through and free. And is he tired? Luluai. Getting the pass back. Owen Wright. No one to pass it to. Goes back eventually to Prome. Prome nearly through. Really testing the Australian defence now.
Yes, Gary Prome lost his boot then, but he was nearly through that gap.
Filipina with the bomb.
And that's a far better kick. Oh,
Gary
no.
Jack gets the better of Hugh McGann this time.
Oh, that was a marvellous take by Gary Jack. And of all sorts of pressure. And the crowd appreciate that. That was a fine take by Gary Jack.
Crowd for the Kiwis now. Cleo. Mark Graham the tackler with Kevin Tamati. Kineski waiting. Murray. Lewis. Pierce way out there. Ferguson's got nowhere to go. Lewis with the kick. Loparty going back slowly for it, but it's too far. Not quite going over the line. It looked as though it would. Campbell running it back.
Yes, New Zealand must get back into Australian territory. They can't play it up here. They make any sort of mistake, they're in trouble.
Joe Loparty taking it up for them. Those are two very tired teams now. McGann. They've got 3 minutes to hang on for. They lead Australia 6-4. Kevin Tamati. Mark Graham. Keeping that ball high, looking to get the pass away, but backed up 3-on-1.
Yes.
Ricky Cowan ready to come on. Campbell with the kick. Gary Jack very safe under it.
Yes, he didn't have to play the ball then. They were giving him 5 metres. Well,
Ferguson.
It's a little trouble out here.
Ferguson running through some tackles, setting it up. Roach.
Well tackled by Clayton Friend.
Can New Zealand hold on for the last 3 or 4 minutes of the game? Ball going loose, picked up again.
They can't afford to give away a penalty either. The Australians are looking for one, but...
Rebo.
New Zealand's ball! It's an overlap, there's an overlap!
Luluai.
Good play, Luluai. He couldn't get the pass out, so he took the tackle.
Again.
Come on.
Friend. Filipina. He'll have a go again.
Yes, Mark Graham. Kurt Sorensen is standing out amongst the backs. That's where the ball's got to go.
Filipina is injured.
Looks like a little cramp or something.
Only 2 minutes of the game showing on the clock, but a little bit of injury time as well.
Yes, I think that was a planned move. Here we come, Ricky Cowan, number 15's coming on, and number 8, Owen Wright's going off.
Well, I thought it might be Hugh McGann that got replaced. It's Owen Wright. Cowan is on and getting a huge ovation from the crowd here.
Owen Wright's had a big game today. He's played a marvellous game. He's had a high tackle count, and he's taken the ball up like a good prop should.
Filipino suffering some kind of injury.
Several minutes to go. New Zealand must kick the ball down in Australia's territory.
Tamani.
Good runnings in Australia's half.
Ricky Cowan ready to take it up. Standing in close.
Just giving the ball, letting it
taking
out.
The first pass.
That's all they need to do. Just get the ball away. Away from their goal line into Australians' half.
Luluai.
Here we got Kurt Sorensen out wide in the backs. What's on here? Is it a kick?
A lovely pass from Filipina to Graham. Back and intercepted. Canescu has it. Australian possession.
Yes, that was a lucky pass for Australia.
It could have worked. Murray. Looking very worried now, as well he might. Just 2 minutes remain. Australia trying to...
Oh,
Gary Jack has found a gap.
He's got no one in front of him.
Campbell to beat, and Rebo to finish it. Oh, what bad luck for the Kiwis, and what a superb Australian try.
Yes, then the Australians are jubilant. They are absolutely ecstatic.
Well, it's always been said that you've never beaten Australia until the last whistle is gone. And with a minute remaining on the board, and perhaps a little injury time, Gary Jack made the break, setting up Rebo, and he made no mistake about finishing it.
Yes, that was against the run of play when it happened. But as you say, here we go, let's have a look at it. Wally Lewis throws a wide pass, Gary Jack, he finds the gap, he sees Gary Campbell coming across, he takes the tackle of Campbell, throws it wide, and Rebo's there unmarked and finishes off. Yes, that's a good try.
Ricky Cowan was never going to catch John Rebo. A large part of the crowd starting to leave the ground now. How many times have they seen Australia beat them in the last couple of minutes of the game?
Yes, just have a look here for number 1, Gary Jack. Here he is here. He positions himself beautifully in between two players. There's no one there. He runs to Gary Campbell, who can do nothing about it. He takes him out of play. But Rebo's wide out, just out of camera shot at the moment. No one in front of him. Touchdown. That's so unfortunate, Tony. New Zealand have really looked a better side with the ball in their hand. Even the run of play, New Zealand have been keeping in Australians' territory. Australia haven't really looked like scoring a try until then.
Well, it's going to be interesting to see how much injury time the referee will play, because full time is showing on the board.
Yes, remember the other night, Rebo scored a try that won the game and kicked the goal from the sideline. Can he do it again now?
Mistake, John Rebo. A late-minute inclusion into the Australian Test side.
And the full-time hooter is gone. The game is all over.
Wow, what a game. What a game for the Kiwis. They must be so disappointed. It has been said on so many occasions that Australia are never beaten until the final hooter goes. And once again they have proved it. A superb piece of play with Gary Jack running in the line. And what a shame, what a dejected-looking Kiwi side that had hung on for so long, had made all the breaks, had looked the better.